Hi, welcome to our first Google tutorial. My name is Alicia Ward. I am the computer teacher on the South Shore, and I'm also the Technology Professional Development Coordinator. So what we're going to go over today is Google Drive, give you a little introduction, and help you set it up for IB to go along with the folders that Sarah would like you to have. So first, why are we going to use this tool? So Google Drive is really great because you can easily share things, as you'll see later. When you create a folder, you can easily share it with anyone that you would want to. Another great feature is it gives you 15 gigabytes free. Mine's not a good example here because I purchased the extra storage, which is actually only $1.99 a month for 100 gigs, so very reasonably priced. If you are familiar with Dropbox, this is going to be pretty much the same thing, except it gives you more space and is a little bit easier to share with people. Another great thing is it allows you to stay organized on all of your devices. So I can go from my laptop that I'm currently on to a desktop computer somewhere else. I can go to my home computer, I can get on my iPad, or I can even get on my phone, and anywhere that has a web browser, I can type in drive.google.com and I can access any of my documents that I have saved on there. So it makes it really nice. There's no more of that searching for, oh my gosh, where did I put that USB that I have all of my lessons on so I can move it between computers. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It's all in one place, easy to find everything, and easy to use. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, log in to your Google account. And once you do that, you can type in drive.google.com, or, as I like to call it, you can use the little tic-tac-toe board, click on it, and click on Drive. So once you're in here, you can kind of play around with some of the options that are available to you. I'm going to go through and talk about a few of these things just to get you familiarized with all of the different little features here. So we're going to start off by looking at, you have your folder section, and underneath your folder section you're going to have individual files. Of course you can have subfolders inside of your folders, so we'll see that later, how we're going to have it set up with IB to have subfolders. The top section here, you have the search. You can see when I click on search, it'll give me the option I can search for something specific, as if I'm looking for a specific document type, or I can type in a name of a document. So if I'm looking for something dealing with PD, I can go in here, type it in, and if I need my March Technology PD meeting slide, I can click on this, pull it up, and I can use it from there. So the search feature is really nice for when you can't exactly remember which folder you place something in. Moving over to the side here, we already talked about the little app tic-tac-toe button. So that's there for if you need to go in and access any of the other Google apps. This is actually customizable, so you can set it up to include the things that you use or take out things that you don't really need. This is a notification button, so right now I don't have any, and actually gave me a little frowny face. But if you have any notifications, for example, if you're working on a Google Doc with someone else and they do a revision and include a comment, it'll let you know whenever you receive the comment on something that you're working on together. This, of course, is just your little button that you can see your Google information on. You can go to your account, you can sign out, things like that. Our settings button over here, the little gear, will take you into the settings. This is kind of, just your general settings, and for the most part, you shouldn't really have to, get in here for anything. You can change your notifications. You can also, this is where you can go in and manage some of your apps, and it'll give you options and so forth. This info button is pretty cool. So you click on info, it'll go through and it'll give you the recent activity as far as what you've been doing in your Google Drive. It'll give you details if you click on something specific. So when I go down here, if I click on, let's see, Okay, so I click on this, it'll give me the details, it'll tell me how large the file is. It will also tell me who it was modified by, who owns this document. So going back up to the top here, let me find something that's shared. Okay, this is shared. So it'll give me the information on who I shared it with. And that's kind of nice if you're not sure, did I share this with someone? Did I not share it with them? Who does this document belong to? What kind of activity has happened within here? Those type of things. So I'm going to exit out of that. All right, from here, we're going to look at the other features. So this little list view is going to change the view of what you are seeing. So I'm personally a fan of the grid view. The list view kind of looks more of like what you would see in, when you save a document onto your computer, locally. So you just get a huge list. I feel like the grid view gives you more of a visual representation and kind of a little bit easier, for me anyway, to find what I'm looking for. In addition to this, when you select, you'll see when I don't have an item selected, I don't have these options that I just saw up here. So when I click on one of these, I can go through and this will give you some things, like you can move it around, you can change your folder color. I change my folder color because it helps me, click on something faster when I'm trying to get into it. Okay, well, my PD is purple, so I know where to find it. You can move a whole folder, so if you want to move it inside of another folder, you can do that. You can also download the whole folder to your computer or the document or whatever directly to the computer. Another option that you have here is the share, which we will talk about once we actually start doing the assignment. And then you can also get a shareable link, and we'll look at that as well. So some of the things on the side here, we're not going to go through everything on the side. However, I do want to talk to you about, obviously, My Drive is going to show you all of your stuff. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the Shared with Me. A lot of times I have found that while people are going through and trying to find stuff that has been shared with them, they don't look in here. They expect it to be automatically in their drive. And things don't automatically save to your drive. So when you are working on this, make sure that, you check in here. And then what you can do with this is, say for example, I want to save this to my drive. I can right click on it and click add to my drive and then move it around however I want. So the last major thing that's really important, obviously, is our new button. The new button is going to allow you to add new folders, upload files, and then it's going to also allow you to create different types of documents directly in here. And you can see, when you go to more, you can create even more stuff. So a really nice, easy way to add things in. What we're going to talk about in the next video is how we're going to set up our IB folders. So I hope this quick little tutorial of kind of the features of Google Drive was helpful.